Alright, ready? Okay, I can go. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about human impact on the environment. Bless you.
Thank you.
As you can tell, we're going to be talking about water pollution, more specifically. So, I want to ask y'all, what do you think water pollution is?
Chemicals in water.
You're so smart.
Trash in water.
Trash in water. Also, there are different types of water pollution. Do y'all know what different types are? You know?
I'm not gonna say it because we have the same one, remember, Scott?
Chemical and solid.
Point source,
Right? Point source
non-point source,
and
transboundary.
transboundary pollution.
Only
Wow.
put the two in
So
there.
there's point source, which is a specific place, as you know, is mainly like a factory that's having runoff go into the river. Like, you know that's a point. The non-point source would be like different people. Like, you can't specifically say, I know she litters. Like, you just don't know. And then transboundary is where it's in the water and then it branches off into different, like, it'll be in the ocean and it could go to a stream. Like, it just flows. So there are many different ways in which water pollution affects us. Do you know what ways that it
Health?
messes us up? Health, yeah.
Animal.
Animals, yeah. And ecosystems. It just affects a lot. It's like a ripple effect. Like, it's going to affect more than just where it's at. It's going to affect a lot of different things. Like, we use water to drink, all this other stuff. And the main point that I want y'all to
Here, this
understand
recording's
today,
about to be retarded. Just
it's just because you, like, sometimes you can take pollution out, but sometimes you just can't. Like, you can remove some, but you can't get everything. So you have to really take care of your environment so your environment can take care of you. Okay, so we're going to get to the mom. Okay, so we have our water source, and right now it's clean. That's great. And then, do y'all remember the BP oil spill that happened in 2010 and how bad that was? And there was a lot of oil. This is olive oil. So we're going to put that and see what happens. Wow. So it's not looking so hot right now, huh? And if we had animals in this, like, it would suck up all the stuff that they need, and they would die. There were over 100,000 animals that died in the BP oil spill, and that was just ones that were documented. Tons of animals died, tons of fish. It was sad, so sad. And then there's oil runoff and stuff, and like trash from factories, and that's what my sprinkles and my pepper represent, and then my tea bag. Mom doesn't know about that. She's gonna be mad. And then there's trash. I put the trash on the table so y'all can throw your trash in there.
sprinkle this in there.
You can, or you can just dump the whole thing. And then you're enjoying this too much, Jacob. Okay. I don't know if that was supposed to go. It works. Then my goal, like, for elementary students, like, they're gonna have fun like y'all did, trash in the water. But now look at it. Do you think animals are gonna be able to survive in this habitat? No.
I feel like you're yelling at me. Why did you do that?
Well, like, if you think about it, like, we're not just doing it to animals, we're doing it to ourselves. Like, we're trashing our water source. This is our main source for survival, really. And then it's also our food source because there's fish, and we're just dumping all this mess on it. But for kids, I think the big thing is they understand the impact, but do they understand how to, like, that you can't get rid of it once it's done. So, I have these utensils that I'm going to try and get y'all to scrape up everything and make this water clear again. Just try and get it in the bucket. And then
All clean.
things are relative. Yeah. So the thing that I noticed when y'all were doing that is y'all were able to get all of the stuff, like the trash, like that we throw and we do, but like there's other things that we don't think of, like our boats and how it does all this nastiness, and then factory runoff, which still happens. 90% of countries other than us, their runoff goes straight into their water. 90%. It's crazy. So you have to think when you're teaching kids different ways to approach pollution in ways that they'll understand. Because they're not just, they're going to say, pollution is bad, we should do this or we shouldn't do that. And then, so, I have another question for you guys.
How much like oil and vinegar dressing?
So what ways would you teach kids to prevent, like, how can you tell kids to, I'm trying to think of how to word it. In what ways can you approach pollution to which kids know how to prevent it? I think that's how I'll word it. But you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No. Like, you can show them different things like this to say, pollution is bad. It's not good for your environment. You can recycle. You can, like, reduce, reuse, all that good stuff. And just use, like, environmentally friendly household materials and fertilizer. Because your fertilizer gets deep into the soil and goes into, like, my family has a well. So any fertilizer that we use is going to seep into our well water. So we have to be careful with what we use. Have you ever noticed, like, walking around ECU campus where there's pollution or water pollution? Specifically around the Tar River area.
There's
Well,
always bottles floating.
Where we went with the science museum people had a whole bunch of golf balls and just trash in it and stuff.
You could see the different, like how the light when it hits oil or gas or something, how it like kind of shimmers. You could see that kind of like shimmery, like little overlay of, I don't know how you, muck, goo, I don't know how you would describe that, you know, film.
Like, my family took us to, like, Green Springs Park to walk around, and we walked past the river. It was just disgusting. There were condoms, there were, like, just nasty. There was a homeless man's
Ew.
underwear,
Ew.
because he was standing next to his underwear, not wearing them. That was always
That was pollution to the eyes.
pollution to the eyes, the mind, the heart. Like, it's just nasty. Like, we're not taking care of our water. And then people who ride in the boats, sometimes I've had friends who, like, they're drinking while riding boats. Don't recommend that. Don't really mix water and alcohol. But they're throwing the bottles out to see who can throw the bottles the farthest. I'm like, it's not really safe. Then we talked about the BP oil spill. Okay, we talked about the dangers. Do you know how we detect water pollution? Not just by seeing it, but there's ways to test for it. Like
Taking water out and getting, like,
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. 'Cause a lot of people come in and they'll
Like pH balance scale?
Yeah, they'll scoop up a little bit and they'll take it back to their lab. Oh, okay, and then they'll like sample it to see if it's got bad chemicals in it. Most of the time they do that when they notice that the fish population is dying off, because that's kind of a, hey, something's wrong. What do you think a common misconception is when it comes to water pollution?
that we don't do it.
That's easily fixable.
Yes. And then a lot of students, believe it or not, they believe that it's not really us doing
That's what
it.
I was saying, that we
Yeah,
don't do
they
it.
think it's factories and then like big companies, like the BP people. Like it's their fault. We don't really do anything. And those are a big misconception. That's all that.